Hey everybody, it's Neil here from Post to Post. Thanks for joining me today. It's Jersey Concept Friday, and that means we're looking at 32 NHL jersey concepts. If you're new to the channel, would love it if you could hit the subscribe button and join me here every single Friday for these videos, plus other videos throughout the week. But this week we've got an odd series, I guess maybe is the right way to look at it. Not least I think it's going to be. I've not seen these before. We are going to react to these together, but I just want to read the title specifically. Reverse, not retro jersey concepts. So these are reverse jerseys, but they're not retros. So I can kind of guess what that means. I guess they're just reverse versions of non-retro jerseys, but not reverse retros. So just to make that clear, but I have no idea what to expect. We're going to find out together. So let's jump in and we'll give our opinions as we go through. And at the end of the video, I would love it if you could leave your opinions down below. Let me know your favorite jersey that we see here. And the designer today is Yuri. Thank you, Yuri, for submitting these. If you have any interest in submitting your concepts to the channel, please go down to the description and read how you can do that down below. There are step-by-step instructions plus a video to walk you through the process as well. And I appreciate you. Let's go. Anaheim. Ooh, so we've got the orange alternate, which has been inversed, and I don't necessarily love what's happening with the logo at first impression. I don't like the gray in there doesn't fit to me. I would actually change that to white, but I really love the rest of this jersey actually. Having that in black and having the orange as the secondary color really works in my opinion. I mean, their primary jersey is black. That's that's their primary color, and also the logo that's on the shoulder, that being inversed a little bit, that looks amazing. I really like that a lot. It almost modernizes the logo a little bit. So first impressions, not so much the logo, but the rest of the jersey. That's a thumbs up. Great start to this one. Next, we've got Arizona. Okay, so we've got what looks to be the previous generation home jersey for the Arizona Coyotes, inversed from the reddish burgundy color to black. Everything looks pretty, that looks normal. The last one and this one, they feel like they're inversed. They don't exist, but they feel like they do exist. Like they feel right. Like the do you guys feel the same way? This one feels right as well. It's almost like this already exists, and I'm not really looking at a new concept. It just feels very comfortable. Again, the logo is the most strange part, or the most weird part for me. It's not wrong. It's just, it doesn't feel right, I guess is the best way to put it. So again, I like the jersey, but the logo feels off a little bit. Boston. I got thrown off immediately in the first microsecond that I looked at this because I saw yellow. I had Boston in my head, and I'm like, oh, reverse retro jersey, first one, 1.0. But then I saw the B. Well, like, no, that's the alternate jersey, but it's been reversed because it's a series. This is kind of a weird combination jersey for me, and it does work. I do like it. I will say that the black in the arm striping is more of a muted black, or a more desaturated black. The B in the middle is a very strong 100% black, so the blacks don't match. That's just something super nitpicky, but I do recognize it on my screen, so I would just like to see a little bit more cohesive as far as color matching and concepts. But excellent jersey. I do like this one. I'd support it. 3 for 3 so far. We're on a roll. Good job, Yuri. Buffalo. So I think this is actually, I don't know what this is, because I am assuming this was a white jersey, but the number on the front of the jersey is throwing me off. I thought that was only from the Reebok years. I don't remember that number on the front being on any Stadium Series or Winter Classic, but maybe it was. I just can't remember. But I mean, it's pretty close to their home jersey that already exists, just with the number on the front. The striping's a little bit different, but in general, it's a nice jersey. It's pretty close to the home jersey. Carolina. So we have the alternate jersey, which has been flopped from the very dark color to the red as the primary color, and it doesn't look bad. I find the logo kind of blends in a little bit too much with the background because the logo is primarily red, so I'd like to see a little bit more separation there, but I mean, I don't know what you'd actually do. It doesn't look bad, it just looks a little bit too blended in. The rest of the jersey is fine, actually. This is, there hasn't been a bad jersey yet. Next, Columbus. Okay, so we've got the home jersey, which has been inversed. I've actually seen this before, and it's a little bit strange because of the name, the Blue Jackets, and using red as the primary color, which we've seen in the Reverse Retro 1.0, but it doesn't look, it's odd, but it doesn't look bad. This is a nice jersey. I just don't know if it's good for Columbus. So we've seen this in the past. We've seen some other concept designers do this, but I'm on the fence. I'll leave it there. Calgary. Wow. I am conflicted, I guess. Like, I think I would like to see a jersey like this, a black jersey, but actually, hold on, let me change this around on my screen. Sorry, I'm looking at a weird angle. I would like to see this, but I don't necessarily love that there's no red in the logo. Like I'd almost maybe like to see, instead of that yellow be there, we get the red. So the red is outlining the white, but then it might be a little bit too dark and blend in with the black. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't love the yellow on the logo. It feels like there's red missing. Other than that, it's a decent jersey. Next, the Chicago Blackhawks, and this is so predictable and logical and wanted. So Yuri made the right decision here. It's the inverse of the home jersey. It's exactly what everyone wants. Chicago, do it. Like, just literally just do it. Ooh, oh. So we got to step outside Adidas here. We're going back to the Reebok years. This was the Colorado Avalanche Reebok Stadium Series jersey. You can tell by the logo and by the 5260, which is on, or 5280, sorry, which is on the back of the neck. And 5,280 is the amount of feet in a mile. Denver, mile high city. That was on the jersey, the Stadium Series jersey. And so was that logo. So we have the inverse version of this, and it looks fantastic. I actually really, really like this jersey a lot. Excellent job on this one, Yuri. Fully support this, and if this existed, instant purchase from me. I think this one's the best so far. Probably biasly. Okay, next. Oh, so not really surprised, but like a welcomed surprise, I guess. A welcomed jersey. This is the inverse of the glow-in-the-dark jersey from Dallas. And we've seen concept designers do this in the past as well, just literally inverse that jersey. It's a logical choice. It looks good. I'd love to see it happen. Next, we've got Detroit. Again, a very logical decision here. An expected decision is something that a lot of people want, a black version of the Detroit Red Wings jersey. You don't even have to make a black version that's like different or of the bounds or anything. Just inverse the home jersey. We want it. By we, I mean like jersey collectors and some Detroit Red Wings fans, but I think a lot of people really want this. I read the comments, I know what people want, and the majority of people would love to see a Detroit Red Wings black jersey. I am in the same camp. Detroit, do it. This looks awesome. Edmonton. Okay, so we've actually seen similar designs to this as well, an inversed version of their alternate jersey, which is now their, I was going to say playoff jersey, but I don't remember them. I don't know if they actually wore that in the playoffs. I can't remember. But this is, again, expected. It looks good. I would like to see this in the future as well. Next, the Florida Panthers. Take the home jersey and you flip it, and this is what you get. This is another one that we've seen in the past from other concept designers. It's extremely logical. Really good decisions here by Yuri the entire way through. This series so far, not a lot of surprises as far as like new designs, but just like a lot of really good logical decisions by Yuri here. So not a super surprising series, but a very appreciated series for sure. And including this jersey, this looks awesome in blue. Next, here's a funky one. The LA Kings Stadium Series Adidas jersey, which has not only been inversed to switch black and white, but the colors have been changed as well to go with their original colors or the reverse retro 1.0 colors or 2.0 colors, which is the purple and the yellow. This is a crazy jersey. Like this in uniform, what color would the pants be? Yellow? You'd look like a big, I don't know. I was going to say lollipop, but it would be very vibrant and very colorful. I would love to see it. I think I do like their original Stadium Series jersey better, though. Okay, Minnesota Wild. So we've got their home jersey, which has been inversed. I've never really loved the idea of Minnesota having red as their primary color. It always feels too Christmassy for me, because when you have green as a secondary color, I don't know, there's just something about it that doesn't necessarily work for me. I prefer green as the primary color and just sprinkle in the red in there. But it looks okay. It looks okay for me. Montreal, bit of a tricky one maybe, but I'm pretty sure that this is the red version of the white 100 Classic jersey that they faced Ottawa in 2017. And I mean, it's kind of close to the home jersey. You don't get the stripe in the background. You don't get the same stripe on the arm is a little bit different, but it's almost like a more subtle version of their home jersey. And I think it works. It's on the line of like practice jersey a little bit, but it's still nice. Next, the alternate jersey from the the alternate jersey from the New Jersey Devils that says Jersey on the front of the jersey. This could work. I think we're done with the jersey though. Like, it was a fun release. We had some goofs and some gaffes and some laughs about it. Even the Devils did as well, but I think we're done with the jersey on the jersey. I don't want to see a white version of this. As normal as it kind of looks, I don't really want to see it personally. Next, oh wow. I've never really envisioned the Stadium Series inverse from Nashville before, but this actually looks really good. I like this a lot. Very surprised by this one, actually. Yeah, thumbs up. I wouldn't change anything, actually. I really like this. Next, the Islanders. I wanted to say Toronto. I got Toronto vibes. I don't know if it was the Matt Sundin 13 that was on there that was throwing me off a little bit, but I definitely got Toronto vibes. I mean, it doesn't look like a maple leaf on the front, but it's a solid white kind of color like the maple leaf. So I'm a little bit conflicted with this. I don't actually think this works because of that. I just see the maple leaves. Next, the Rangers. Again, a logical decision. I think, like to see this, at least like for one game, just try it out. The pants would have to be blue, though. You'd have to inverse the pants as well. You couldn't also have red pants. So it would be a neat look. I think I would like to see it. So I support this decision, Yuri. Next, the Ottawa Senators. So this is the home jersey that has been inversed. Or, yeah, it would have to be, I guess you could kind of claim that it was the away one, but the stripes wouldn't really match up. So this is the home jersey inversed. I fully support this. This looks actually amazing in the gray. This would be a beautiful alternate jersey. I think this might be one of my favorites so far, actually. I really like this. It's not too light of a gray. It's not too deep of a gray. It's like the perfect shade of gray. So great job on this one, Yuri. Next, the Flyers. I don't know what jersey this is. I guess the Stadium Series jersey? I don't remember the shoulders being a different color, though. I've never owned that jersey, and I'm actually not too familiar with it. So regardless, this actually looks pretty good. I like the logo. Been kind of stripped of some life a little bit. Typically, I wouldn't say that in a logo. I'd want to see more life. But I just like the simplistic nature of how the logo is done here. Just straight black on white. Looks good. Complemented by the orange. So this is a nice jersey. Next, the Penguins. So this is the Stadium Series, or alternate, I think Stadium Series. Inversed. It looks okay. I like the numbers on the shoulders. And yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty close to their home jersey. Next, the Seattle Kraken. This one's a simple one. We've seen this probably 20 plus times. Just taking the home jersey and putting the teal as the primary color and calling it a day. And it's a good day because that looks good. Next, the San Jose Sharks. I'm assuming that this is the stealth alternate jersey from previous years because of the texture that's in the stripe. Wrong texture, but I'm assuming that's what this jersey is. I mean, it looks pretty close to the home jersey, so I don't really have a lot to say here. Next, the St. Louis Blues. Weird. I mean, it works, but it's weird. Like, not really in a bad way. It's just odd to look at. I kind of like it. I kind of wish that this existed, actually. I think this would look great in a uniform. I think you'd have to go with the dark blue pants, the dark blue helmet, and maybe light blue socks or maybe dark blue socks. I'm not sure. I would like to see this in uniform, though. I like this. This is surprising. Next, the Tampa Bay Lightning, and this is the inversed or recolorization version of the alternate Storm jersey. This looks fantastic. I completely support this. I would love to see this exist. Do it. Next, the Maple Leafs. Okay, so the Maple Leafs had that reversible jersey that had the black on the inside with the yellow logo. This is kind of that, except for the jersey's yellow and the logo is blue. Same logo, just different. It was the Justin Bieber jersey. I just want to point out that Yuri made a really interesting choice here in a good way. He also inversed the numbers. So, like, he realizes that this is... I guess if you turned the jersey inside out and then reversed it, would the numbers be normal? Because you'd taken it... Does that make sense? Anyways, I like the fact that he did that. I don't necessarily like this jersey, though. It does not work for me. Oh, Vancouver Canucks taking the, I guess, home jersey and changing the colors to the skate jersey, but then reversing those colors, so red is the primary color. This one's difficult to look at. I don't think the logo works. There's too much contrast with the logo. The black is very polarizing with the yellow, plus on the red. There's just a lot of confliction, I think, visually in the middle of the jersey. So I would likely change the Orca's head from yellow. I don't even know. Not black, as in the whole thing would be black. I don't know. This one's probably a miss for me. Next, the Vegas Golden Knights. I mean, it doesn't look that different than their previous home jersey. It's just, you know, the gray is not the gray. You got the black instead of the gray, but the gray is still in there. Looks okay. Looks okay. Next, the Jets, taking the aviator jersey and then switching the colors up a little bit. Looks okay. I prefer this than the lighter blue, so thumbs up here. And then the Washington Capitals is the last one. That is the current alternate inversed, and it looks okay. I think it does look pretty good in white. It's not my favorite. However, I'm going to make a couple of call-outs here for my favorites. I want to go all the way back to the Colorado Avalanche. I think that's awesome. Probably biasedly, so I'm not going to pick it as my favorite because I know people will have a fit in the comment section. So objectively and unbiasedly, I think the best jersey in here, oh man, the Philly one was pretty nice. I'm going to go with Ottawa. I think sometimes when you're picking specific shades of colors, it can be really, really challenging. And especially when you're using muted colors, like a beige, you know, if you go too dark, it starts to look a little bit muddy. If you start to go too white, it almost looks dirty instead of historic. And I think the same applies with gray. If you go too dark, it looks a little awkward. If you go too light, it looks a little awkward. I think this is like the perfect scope of color here for what Yuri chose. It complements so nicely with the black. It complements nicely with the bronze and the red. So I would really like to see this jersey exist. I think this would be one of the better jerseys, better alternate jerseys in the NHL, which really complements the home and the away from a brand perspective. And you're thinking about like cohesion, I guess, within a brand visually. This fits right in with that with Ottawa. So for that reason, this is my favorite. And it also makes a lot of logical sense as well. So really cool series to look at. Again, not so many like brain-busting, crazy, you know, designs that I've never seen before or anything like that. Just a lot of like really smart, logical designs from Yuri. So Yuri, I appreciate you submitting those. Those were fun to look at. If you've got a couple of minutes down below, I would love all of your opinions. What was your favorite? What was your least favorite? Any suggestions for Yuri? Any suggestions for future concept designers for a series? Maybe you want to see a series based on only using blue for all the teams. I don't know, you know, think of something and leave your comments down below. Hope you're having a great week. If you're new to the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button. If you did enjoy this video, hit the like button, and I'll catch you guys soon. Adios.